Hey guys, welcome back to our channel and welcome to the Mini Pavilion in the heart of Munich. I'm here joined once again by Holger Hampf. He's the head of design for Mini. We've talked a few months ago. He was kind of teasing me about a new project, and here we are today with the new Deus Ex Machina. Beautiful project, but of course I'm going to let you talk all about this because we have not one but two cars this time. So tell me, what was the idea behind this project for the second time around? Thank you for having me, by the way. This is a fantastic facility for Mini, honestly. A great party last night too, I got to say that. So now we can talk about cars.
Well, Mini is good for a good party, that's for sure. No, I mean, like you said, it has been a fantastic project for us. Absolutely one of a kind, I would say. You know, the relationship with Deus goes back a bit. They teased us, as a matter of fact, with a Mini Classic and some very bold graphic design on the exterior, a collaboration with Matt Willey, who is one of their art directors. Yeah. A fantastic designer, you know, unbelievable, stunning graphics that he produces. And he did this first Mini. So Mini fell in love with it. We had a few calls and we said, like, let's do something more serious together, which led to this program. The program itself, 1 year. You know, it's one of the faster programs.
So that's fast considered 1 year, right?
Yes, absolutely. Okay. That's a fast program from, you know, first idea, sketching and building two cars. No, it has been a roller coaster experience, but you know, at the end, it was all about a collaboration with Deus. You know, there's so much good chemistry, so much alike thinking with Deus and Mini, and also our partners at DesignWorks. You know, so a lot of creativity poured into it. And usually, would say on a project like this, too many cooks in the kitchen, not good. Okay. This one was just right.
So let's start with this one, because the first time that I saw the car, I was absolutely impressed by it. And I was hoping that we're going to see it in the production series because it looks like it's ready for the rally. So was the rally idea behind this or was something else?
Well, it started with a slightly different story.
Okay.
Well, we got two cars from Mini, or we took two cars from Mini, a combustion engine and an electric Mini. And it was very important to me to not differentiate aesthetics based on drivetrain or electric versus petrol. It was very important to me that you, as a guest, as an onlooker, kind of are more interested in the aesthetics and the differentiation between the cars and what also unites them.
Yeah.
So we started with the story of two siblings that share the same DNA and they have very distinct personality. And we wanted to have one car that expresses a bit or is more connected to Mini's past, to its racing heritage, to the past race successes. Yeah. And I think we've achieved this with this one. We started with two production cars. These are John Cooper Works production cars. We took them and we completely stripped them down. Let's start, you know, the overall graphic design. Bold graphics, bold colors was very important to us. And that is coming from Deus and Matt Willey. The large X on the roof, for example, it speaks to our collaboration spirit. It speaks to doing things together. Mini X Deus Ex Machina. And then on the front, you know, first of all, the big light ports reminding us of all old rally cars. This is one of my favorite things on the front. It's a metal perforated grille. And you see kind of the layering with the Deus logo behind it. So a second reed. The Mini headlights are very special. They're obviously custom built for this car. Very cool. And, you know, since Mini has an airbox right behind it for cooling, we also use the headlights for cooling. So they are air intakes, basically, and headlights.
Right there. Now I just noticed them right there. Yeah, very cool.
Numbers are all about the famous Mini races. Okay. If we walk to the sides, you know, quite a bit wider wheel arches. The graphics on the tire walls. This is a lightweight rim, but you know we wanted that steel rim aesthetic. I think that is quite nice.
And with the red bolts also, which is a nice touch right there. I mean,
it was included in the design. This was all about craftsmanship, attention to detail, and what you know about Mini, and even more so about Deus. It's all about the love for mechanics, the love for little details, toggle switches, and so on.
You can see it right there. I mean, there is nothing.
The mirror is slightly enlarged.
Steel milled, probably.
Yes, absolutely. Stainless steel, milled aluminum. Works well with the graphics. Yeah, the wheel arches. If you look at the back, here we have this Can-Am style spoiler.
So that's the term Canon style. I never know what to call it. Canon style. Why is it called Canon style? I gotta
It's just like, you know, a very flat piece of aluminum. In this case, it's like a fiberglass as well.
Like, also provides downforce,
yes,
right? I mean, it's functional form
exactly.
and function.
It works with the aero finisher on the blower part. Obviously, we wanted a very nicely exposed exhaust pipe, exhaust system.
Do you mind if I point out something before you go further? Because something that I've learned from your entire team at BMW Group Design and Mini, it's all about symmetry. And I'm assuming this thing right there connects to that one right there in a symmetric way. Is it the same?
There are a few, absolutely. You know, it's a careful balance between symmetry and asymmetry. When you look and we talk about the other car, you know, there are things like if we open this, for example, you see the application of logos on the seats. You know, we've had the wing logo on one side, the logo mark on the other side.
Yeah.
So there's always a play of asymmetry, symmetry.
But I mean, you opened this up and I was like, what? So roll cage, I mean...
Absolutely important. Exposed roll cage, you know, some webbing below to put your helmets. There's the storage. Obviously, we took the seat row out. And again, every detail had to be considered on both cars. You know, here you see kind of more brushed metal finishes. You see the 5-point harness, and you have a hydraulic handbrake. You have additional toggle switches because we let go of all the blinker switches around the steering wheel. We reduced the door panels to very simple flat panels. We can open it.
So before we go, can I ask you, why do you have also the perforated?
It's all about heat. You know, you need to have heat dissipation and protection for the heat. So there's carbon fiber underneath.
So there's carbon fiber, okay.
Yes, these cars drive, you know, they can actually drive at high speeds. They're one-off, so we want to be very careful driving them. But as a matter of fact, we use production cars. We use the John Cooper Works with exhaust system. And that's basically just extended here. Yeah, absolutely.
Perfect. So how about we take a look inside, Holger, and show me what's special about this car.
Yes.
I'll let you do the honors.
Yeah.
So I guess we can come around with the camera and take a look because you have to see this. Guys, this is pretty awesome. So let's start with the door.
So we took out a lot of stuff, obviously, everything that is not necessary and you wouldn't expect in a race car. With the door panels, obviously, we switched to very straightforward plastic paneling with some hole patterns that are also kind of coming from the graphic designer. The pattern itself, it's designed into it, but it also provides weight savings.
Reductions,
And again, you see all the layering. We painted red behind it, inside the door. And again, the white X. Speakers were super important to us. You know, on a car like this, you can decide to take the speakers out. But Deus is also about music, and it's about, you know, the fun of driving. Here you see asymmetry again. The two grills are very different. Exactly, has the pattern. So lots of stainless steel, aluminum exposed. Like I said, hydraulic handbrake. Carbon fiber bucket seats with the 5-point harness. Shift pedals behind the steering wheel. We got some M-series shift pedals into this car. So
that's kind of cool.
They work here. They're working here.
Cool. Yeah, that's very cool. That's a nice touch.
The additional switches are all the switches that are usually positioned around the steering wheel. So where you have blinkers and exposed nuts and bolts. Again,
which is cool.
Obviously
That's why I
stainless
even
steel.
touched them because it's so cool.
Even kind of, you know, small details like the air vent adjustment in aluminum. So again, we really wanted to touch every detail. There is like a little print I can point out where you see the red band. Behind it is the Deus motorcycle, one of their emblems.
So many details. All right, so now let's talk about the second part of the project, which is based on the JCW Electric, and we have it right there. The sibling. What's the name of this one? So that's the Machina.
That was the Machina. This is the Skeg. Skeg is a word known from surfing. It's the fin on the back of a board. It provides, you know, the guidance in the water and so on. I think we wanted them to be very different, but also kind of they know each other. There's a bit of a story which we will follow through now. They are here together in Munich, and then they will travel independent. One will go to Sydney, one will go to Milan. They'll meet again early next year, share some stories. This is really the interesting part.
Nice.
The Skeg, yeah, also production, J01 electric Mini, John Cooper Works model. And if you talk about the exterior, again, same story, bold graphics with a bright yellow and a vibrant silver, and then fiberglass parts all over. This was the car.
Why fiberglass?
Lightweight again, and then also aerodynamics.
Okay.
You know, we kept very flush surfaces, and obviously we wanted to try some new things. Again, wider wheel arches. What is really cool about this car, we cut off the entire roof and replaced it with a fiberglass roof, semi-transparent.
Okay. So you can, so it's see-through from the inside.
Yeah, we can check that out.
Cool.
Also carries the X on top, has some fastening belts for your surfboards. And then obviously I love the facial signature. This is something that I wanted to make sure that at any point of time you see these are minis, you know. Deus has the branding, the graphics, the bold numbers and everything, but at the end you want to see it's a mini. Yeah. And here, for example, the two mini headlights, and then what we tried out is providing light in the grille signature, which again makes a very recognizable mini facial expression.
And why the air openings at the bottom?
Air again, air intake to some extent.
Just to cool the
yes, exactly.
Okay.
And then again, exposing some color. You see the yellow behind it. On the other one, we have the Deus logo. Fiberglass, again, cutoffs for aerodynamics. Down to the bolt, you know,
the bolts,
even the washers, you know, we wanted to have that bright yellow color. Asymmetry in the rims. These are also custom-made rims. Black in the back, silver in the front.
Oh yeah, I see now, yeah.
Some graphics in the back, not in the front. So again, this idea of perfect imperfection. So you read, this is not kind of this is a little off, but everything works together quite well.
Complements well.
So front, we've talked about the roof, the sides, wheel arches. If we walk to the back, this is one of my favorite features, and it speaks directly to making surfboards, basically. This is how you make a surfboard. You have a foam core inside, and then you laminate it with the resin, with the fiberglass. The only thing that is different here, we kept the raw structure because we love that, again, relates so much to Deus. So basically a white opaque core and then transparent winglets, and they go very well with the shape of the car. Here again,
go open it up.
We take a look inside. Also, same story, really exploited the back of the car. Here you have some nice features.
So no roll cage in this one, a little bit more domesticated,
exactly.
that way, but still cool.
Yeah, here we created two buckets for your wetsuits, your wet gear.
Nice.
A lot of kind of fabric bands and rubber bands to fasten your gear. Again, asymmetry, looking at the bucket seats, yellow accents, 3D printed middle console, rubber pad.
Yeah, we can open it up once again. Let me close this up. I love closing trunks. But when we walked here, I mean, this is also something that comes from new minis because you have these straps inside where you can customize them. And I guess that's kind of a similar idea. You take those straps from inside out basically with this one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
There are, as a matter of fact, there are inside as well. So you can also fasten things on the inside. Yeah. The story of fiberglass continues to the interior. Again, we took out so many parts and only put back in what was necessary for our concept. You see the layering with the yellow X painted on sheet metal. You see the fiberglass door panels, the fiberglass dashboard turned out fantastic. Again, bucket seats with neoprene upholstery.
Quite a few details in.
Quite a few details.
Even this is
very,
very
again,
cool.
kind of shielding for your shoulders,
this is
some shoulder protection,
like
neoprene.
Neoprene.
Neoprene from surf, from wetsuits.
Oh, from wetsuits, okay, gotcha. Okay, so that's the connection there.
And then everything has this slight greenish tint. As a matter of fact, this is a little secret. This is not a mini silver, but it has the same slightly silver greenish tint.
Interesting.
So we kind of
and
everything
you
was
can
touched.
see it when the light hits that angle. You can see it here.
Yes,
it's
yes, yes. It had to work with the fiberglass.
See, all these details that we take for granted, but there's a story behind every single
story
one of
it,
them.
absolutely. Yeah.
So
no,
anything,
fantastic. Both of them drive.
Beautiful.
We will take them around, but
You will? Okay.
it's really about two traveling two traveling companions, so to say.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's a good description.
This one was built in the metal shop close to the track, and this was built in the surf shop close to the ocean. That was our story.
Very cool.
And
so let me close the door and ask you this question, you know. It's going to be an important one. It's like picking your favorite child. So let's say that you only, so Mini says, Holger, you can only keep one forever.
Yeah.
Which one would it be and why?
Wow, I somewhat expected this question. It's a difficult one, really. I love both of them, and I think that was the purpose of the project, that you kind of really have a hard time deciding. If you ask me personally, I would take the electric one. You know, I think it's still not even because it's electric version, but because it has this more progressive, clean look. And this is also what I like about our portfolio out there right now. The electric Mini, you know, doesn't have spats, but it has a very clean look. And I really enjoy this about Mini right now. It's a car that finds a good balance between just doing enough of things, you know.
Honestly, I feel like this is the car that you don't expect from Mini, especially with the fiberglass. So that's something you expect from Mini to see in many ways.
In some ways, yes, but I would say in general, you would expect this project to come from Mini. This is the time definitely. We need to kind of be a bit bolder and kind of really talk about this brand. So I love the outcome. It is exactly, it fits Mini so well. And if you look at this collaboration, Mini and Deus, I think two brands found themselves.
They're beautiful. Well, thank you so much once again for your time. I really appreciate it. Always a pleasure.
I can ask you back, which is your favorite?
Oh, it's my favorite. I'm gonna have to go with the Machina, and I've told you a bit earlier today. It just feels like it's ready to be driven, like right now, anywhere basically.
So what you're saying, both of us can drive away happily.
Exactly. Exactly. That is a good split, you know. But I feel like, I mean, I would be pressed to choose maybe, but I would gravitate towards that just because it's so bold, it stands out, everything is perfect up there. But both projects are fantastic, and honestly, I'm hoping that one day we will see something like this that you can actually purchase, because it's absolutely beautiful. So congratulations also on pushing the envelope a little bit, because it's a great brand with a lot of heritage, and I feel like you can do more basically. You know, don't be afraid to do more, because these are the right times to push the envelope, honestly. So absolutely beautiful. And I'm sure we'll talk about some other stuff in the future also, and about this too. But as always, you know, really thank you for your time, for explaining the car. You know, I might sound like a newbie, but that's fine, because I really want to learn about these things, you know, that I wouldn't see. Honestly, if you led me along with the car for 30 minutes, I would not spot half of the things that you show me. So, you know, I'm truly blessed from like learning from you. So once again, thank you so much. Have fun with the Mini brand, and we'll see you very, very soon. Always a pleasure. Thank you. Guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.